So epsilon delta is really hard, and we're going to come back and talk about it, but let's talk about something easier. So the question is, where does the limit not exist? Well, clearly the limit exists for x squared. This is continuous everywhere. Clearly the limit exists if we have some sort of removable discontinuity, right? You know that for this very first example that we did, this is going to behave like x plus 2. So this is, in an algebra 2 situation, just a removable discontinuity. So the limit to the right and the limit to the left, well, both y values are just about 4. What about if you were asked for something like this, the limit as x approaches 2 of, let's do that greatest integer function. And you know that the greatest integer function looks like this. Okay, so it looks like this. So if we're going to be approaching 2, well, here's my little problem. If we're using the epsilon delta, once again, I might let epsilon be something like, I don't know, 0.1. So we can go as high as 2.1, as low as 1.9. But then you need to give me some delta. You need to give me some leash length so that you can go to the right or to the left of x is equal to 2 and always be within that boundary. Well, clearly we can go to the right as far as we want, but there's no way we can go to the left because anything over here, no matter how hard we try, it's never going to be in the band, that allotted band of whatever epsilon is. So in this situation, the limit doesn't exist. And visually, what has to happen is this. It doesn't exist because of that big break there, that the limit as x approaches 2 from the right for this function is coming from the right. Well, our limit is going to be 2. And coming from the left for this function, our limit is still going to be, well, the y values all the way over here are still 1. In order for the limit to exist, the limit from the right and the limit from the left have got to agree. So over here, I'd say, therefore, the limit as x approaches 2 for this function does not exist. So visibly, so for us to talk about the limit as x approaches a, for some function to exist, what has to happen is the limit as x approaches a from the right of the function must be equal to the limit as x approaches a from the left.